Good morning, everybody, and welcome to this morning's market, where we cover the 5 biggest movers and the 5 biggest indexes every single morning. I'm going to start us off with the movers today. I'm Gus. That's Errol. Throw that in there.
Yes,
first and foremost, we got PayPal. PayPal surged 12% this morning off of a deal that they're going to be the exclusive payment provider for ChatGPT. Big move for them. Seems logical. I feel like ChatGPT should break more into shopping, so I feel like that's a very logical move. Wayfair is up big after a big third quarter earnings beat, 11% up in pre-market. UPS following suit, up 10% in pre-market after better than expected third quarter revenue of $21.4 billion versus the consensus estimate of $20.83 billion. Moving further down the list, we have Cisco, which is down 4% after a bad earnings report, and Sherwin-Williams, which is up 5.6% after a good earnings report. It's earnings week. I'm going to say earnings a lot here. And then I know I said 5, let's do 6. United Health and Waste Management will be the last 2 that I'll touch on here. UNH, obviously a big story in the market as of late, as it begins to recover from the doldrums that plagued it throughout 2024 and into 2025. They rose 3% on better than expected third quarter results, opened at $381 this morning. That's up $15 if you want to talk dollar value. They reported a adjusted $2.92 per share on revenue of $113.2 billion. That comes in above consensus estimates of $2.79 per share. Rounding it out with Waste Management, down 4%. Waste Management, I love Waste Management. I love this company. Sad to see it fall. But Waste Management fell 4% on bad third quarter earnings. So pretty much just an earnings rundown this morning as we talk about the big movers in terms of individual names, but that's what's going to happen on days when you got all the earnings in the world going off. So talk indexes for us, Sarah.
We'll see how the earnings come out to play and how it digests within the broad markets. But in terms of some of the indices we're looking at right here, NASDAQ is up on the day. We're reaching towards another all-time high. So over the weekend, we had gapped up into the pre-market. We reached another all-time high, and throughout the day. Now, as we come into this morning's market, we're reaching another all-time high. So what does that say for the VIX? That means vol is still contracting over here. So with vol contracting, we'll be a little bit patient on, on selling some more premium. Maybe we get a pop in VIX to where we can take advantage of that. But in the meantime, the market's going to do what the market wants to do. And its cousin over here, the S&P 500, is going to be telling a very similar story. NASDAQ is being a little bit more resilient over the S&P 500 right now, but pretty much in the same boat over here. And let's go ahead and check on the Russell, some small caps for the day. Small caps coming in weak on the morning, kind of trading within a range. It's not as resilient as something like the S&P 500 or NASDAQ. But for our active traders out there, trading at all-time highs can be really difficult because we can tend to get a lot of, choppy, grindy markets just kind of grinding into all-time highs. So I'd just say be a little bit more patient on the day. But as for that, those are going to be the indices. We'll see if VIX wants to expand a little bit. It's been a little bit dead. But anything else top of mind, Gus, before we wrap?
Yeah, I mean, if I'm throwing out a trade idea for the day, I would say I'm going to be eyeing these earnings that took gaps down against this bull market. Any earnings that took that sent stock considerably down this morning, I'm going to be looking for reversal trades off of those spots in this bull market. I like to play overextended earnings in the first place, and when the entire momentum of the market is going against bearish action, I'm all sorts of inclined to get involved there. So maybe a waste management call will be in my future. All right, that's everything we got for today on this morning's market. Thanks so much, everybody, for watching. Be sure to tune in at 12 p.m. Central Standard Time to watch me and Errol live on Risk and Reward on the Tasty Live Network. Trade them small, trade them often. We'll talk to you soon.
Peace.